Hello, I'm Florian and I will present my top 10 of video games which include games from different platforms and years. Let's go! We will start the top 10 with one of the best Super Mario games of all time. It's Super Mario 64, released by Nintendo both on Nintendo 64 and Nintendo DS. But the last one got an important remake because it had Yoshi, Luigi and Wario as playable characters, several minigames and more. Like a large number of Mario games, Princess Peach, who's Mario's wife, was kidnapped by Bowser and Mario has to save her by traveling in the world. But the gameplay of this game has something more, firstly because it was one of the first 3D Mario games released, and for its gameplay, which consists to collect stars and plenty of unique worlds like Boo's Mansion, Water or Lava Worlds, and many more, which we met classic enemies like Goombas, Chup Chups, and uncommon enemies like bullies, worms, to name a few. Stars allow to the player to open new doors in the Princess Peach castle to unlock new worlds with the aim of confront Bowser several times and save the Princess Peach. There are also a lot of secret worlds to discover in order to get started and advance into this cool game. In the ninth position, we always have the best augmented reality games for the moment, called Pokemon Go. This game, released by Niantic and the Pokemon Company, is still interesting for Pokemon fans because the gameplay is based on real life with GPS service in order to catch your favorite Pokemon, collect them, battle with other trainers, some real monuments as known as Pokestop are useful for players to buy in-game items and Pokeballs. This game is still often updated, and this year there are more than 400 species of Pokemon, including commons, rare and legendary Pokemon. For the 8th place is the game Call of Duty Black Ops 3, a first-person shooter video game released by ACVideos for PCs, PS3, PS4, Xbox 360 and Xbox One, which projects the player in a futuristic cyberpunk style. It's one of the best Call of Duty games of this series according to me because it's recent games and still compatible with all gen platforms, which are Xbox 360 and PS4. There are some cool exclusive game modes like the Dead Ops Arcade 2 with a retro-like story of Call of Duty and a 2D gameplay. The Death Run mode, which consists to make time trial parkour. The zombie mode is back on a lot of improvement, such as the recruit difficulty level for campaign mode, which can help newbies to progress easily into this game, or the nightmare mode for expert players. Like other Call of games, the campaign and multiplayer mode with a lot of maps and even some downloadable content is present in this game. If you are a fan of FPS games, as known as first player shooter games or the Call of Duty game series, I recommend you this game. A cool multi-platform game is in 7th place. It's called PlayerUnknown's Battleground, aka PUBG. Released by PUBG Corporation for PC, Xbox One, PS4 and downloadable for free for iOS and Android device. I choose these battle royale games because of realistic gameplay and the graphics, which are major advantage unlike other battle royale games, like Fortnite for example. The gameplay is typical of a battle royale games. You can play on a map with up to 100 players or also artificial intelligence player, as there are not enough players in the game. Each player spawn in different areas on the map and have to kill their opponent by using a large range of weapons to hurt them. It turns able to protect you or heal you like energy drinks, bandage, and more which are hidden in some abandoned towns in order to survive the longest time possible, and you win when you are rank 1. Players can purchase crates to custom their skin or weapons, but it's not a pay-to-win game, it's only for upper ranks. For the 6th place, we have Assassin's Creed Odyssey, an action role-playing game on Evolved edition of the Assassin's Creed video game series, released by Ubisoft for PC, Xbox One, PS4, Nintendo Switch, and even Google Stadia. This game has an interesting story situated in the year 431 before Christ, which tells that there was a Peloponnesian war between Athens and Sparta, so the player have to choose a male or female mercenary from ancient Greek who has to fight for Athens or Sparta. This game has a lot of improvement compared to previous Assassin's Creed games, like the unlocking of ability by playing and have new special abilities in combat, improved relationships system, the return of naval combat to name a few. And it is these improvements which make this episode really good. For the 5th place, we have Clash Royale, one of the most popular mobile games and good to pass the time during lunch break in the university. It's a multiplayer online battle arena playable in 1 vs 1 or even 2 vs 2 and consists to destroy opponent towers. There are 3 towers per player, and get the maximum of crown by using a lot of various cards, including troops like the famous Hog Rider of Clash of Clans, small green goblins, the overpowerful PK, and the so cute baby dragon. We can also use spells like the legendary Spiky Log or the common Fireball, and buildings such as the Youth, which spawn strong barbarians, or the Inferno Tower, aka the tank destructor for the experts. Each card costs elixir. The more the elixir is expensive for card, better is the card. Which is interesting with this game is the progression aspect. When you win, you get rewards like gold coin to upgrade your cards on a chest with variable value in order to collect cards, and sometimes you unlock new cards. There are common chests like the Poor Wooden chest or Silver chest with some common cards but not impressive, and a very rare chest like the Super Lightning chest or the Legendary chest with a lot of epic cards, and often or always a legendary card. Legendary cards have special attack and can be destructive in some decks. There are a lot of cool features in this game, like up an arena on Cross League for the best players. You can join a clan with up to 50 players on making clan wars, the lot of challenge like the draft or 2-time or 3-time elixir challenge, and a dominant useful activity. In 4th position, I will present Subnautica, which is both a sandbox and survival game released by Unknown World Entertainment for PCs, Xbox One and PS4. This game is magical. You are a survivor in a special planet carved by oceans, and the most part of the gameplay is in the water. The player was lost in this planet with only his spaceship, and the only way for him to survive is to explore underwater by scuba diving and traveling in submarine in order to find some resources such as metal to make cool equipment, create tools and submersibles. There are underwater animals such as fish that the player can kill to make food, sharks or even supernatural mobs. There are 4 game modes: the classic survival mode, which the player has to maintain his oxygen, which is very limited at the beginning of the game, the hunger and the hydration. Then the freedom mode, which the hunger and hydration are disabled, the hardcore mode, which when the player dies, he can't respawn, and finally the creative mode, to make what you want without restriction, like hunger or oxygen. For the third position, I will present Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands, which is a tactical shooter video game released by Ubisoft. I recommend this game because there are a lot of quests to do in a large open world, which give a lot of freedom to the player. The player is in a small team of some allies that can help the player against hordes of enemies which invade some towns, and these towns can contain treasure, better equipment and some items to help the player and his adventure, and also to complete quests. The gameplay is complete. Player can travel into the world by using helicopters and flying with a parachute, driving cars or trucks, attack enemies with a lot of different weapons, long range or short range weapons, grenades, special equipment such as drones that can be used to tag enemies or show objectives, and more. This game is playable in multiplayer, in which players can be joined up to 4 players in order to make missions more easily, but it replaces the artificial intelligence teammate of solo mode. For the penultimate game, we have both Mario Kart 8 and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It's approximately the same game, but the first one edition is for Wii U and the last one for Nintendo Switch, with some exclusive features. I choose this game because according to me, it's one of the best games for home console and to play with his family or friends. It's a racing game which we find the Super Mario universe, including Mario and his brother Luigi, Peach, Bowser and his 8 minions, the 9 Yoshis with each a different color, some special characters like Gold Mario or King Boo which are exclusive for Nintendo Switch, and even some Nintendo non-Mario characters like Link or Animal Crossing inhabitants. The gameplay is very simple. You can play solo with 11 artificial intelligence characters, or multiplayer with players of your own like your family, or with worldwide players you don't know. Then there are several game modes. The GP mode, known as the classic mode, player perform several laps, break mystery boxes, which give you an item like the famous bananas to trap your opponent, the blue shell to smash the first player, the rocket to double your opponent to win a lot of plays. The piranha plant or other cool items to discover. The aim is to be the highest in the classment and 4 consecutive circuits to win some great prize and unlock new secrets or characters. You can choose between different cylinders based on vehicle speed. The battle mode include balloon battle, chain surf, coin runner, and even more, but each of them are only available on Nintendo Switch. There are some other game modes like the VS mode with custom games and even makes 2 teams of players. We obviously keep the best for the last one. It's the best game according to me and it deserves first place. It is Minecraft, the best game ever sold with 176 million copies sold on Minecraft has recently surpassed Tetris in number of copies sold. It's amazing! This game is released by Mojang for a lot of platforms including PC, mobile phones and consoles. Minecraft is a sandbox game without limit, which we can do anything that comes to your mind, and infinite generated worlds. This game has 2 main game modes, survival and creative. On the one hand, the survival mode is based on a realistic gameplay with the aim of collect resources like food, rare ores by mining deep in the ground, chopping wood, killing animals, and even monsters like zombies, explosive creeper at night, etc. Resources are very useful in order to build his own house, to protect himself from powerful monsters and sleep peacefully. With diamond we can make very strong armor or powerful tools. Thanks to some obsidian, books and lapis-lazuli we can enchant your tool to become an overpowered tank against monsters and be ready to go in the nether dimension, which look like the hell, or fight the majestic Ender Dragon. On the other hand, the creative mode is a peaceful mode, which we can build anything without collecting resources, unlike survival mode. Let's go invite your friends in your world and build the biggest castle ever. Multiplayer on Minecraft work very well together. We can create some server, share it to your friends or even the worldwide and play survival or creative together via cool mini games, player vs player, hacker PvP games and more for a lot of fun. In addition, Minecraft is split into different editions. The good old Java edition, downloadable on Windows, Mac and Linux operating systems. The Bedrock edition, which is my favorite because it is cross-platform between iOS, Android, Windows 10, Xbox One and Nintendo Switch. It is compatible on all these platforms. For PlayStation 4 user, there is a special Minecraft PS4 edition. The same for new Nintendo 3DS and some old-gen console like PS Vita, Wii U, etc. These different editions are very similar in terms of features, except old-gen editions which are unfortunately discontinued. It's my top 10 of video games 2019 edition. Thanks to watch my video. Please leave a like or subscribe to my channel if you want. Goodbye.